If you're using Sage Intacct's cloud-based financial management and accounting platform to handle the complexity of your growth, connecting Kintsugi will automate and simplify your sales tax compliance. Let's take a look inside of our Sage. We are going to look under Inventory Control and Items. And you can see we have items that we are selling. Accounts receivable, we can see customers. And then under accounts receivable, you can also see that we have invoices. So to get connected, let's go over to Kintsugi. We're going to go Data Sources, Browse Integrations, and then we are going to click on Sage Intacct. Now you'll see there's a couple different pieces of information we need to be able to make this connection. We need a company ID, and we need a web services username and password. So let me show you how to get those. To create the web services user ID, we are going to go under Company, Admin, Web Services Users, and then we are going to add, I'm going to call this Kintsugi Demo. We're going to give it some info here. Status is active. We are going to associate it with a contact. And then we are going to set our admin privileges to full. Now we are going to click Save. And then you do need to enter your password to verify. Our new user has been created. So now we are going to go under Company, Admin, and then Roles. So we are going to add a role called Kintsugi User. And we're going to save. Now we need to give this Kintsugi user role some subscriptions. So we want company, and we want to set our permissions here. We are going to set list and view for departments, for entities, locations, for reporting periods, territories, attachments, and then transaction allocations and transaction currencies. So we're going to save that. Now that was for company. Under cash management, we need to set permissions. We are going to set permissions for bank transactions. And again, that is going to be list and view, and then deposits. List and view. Now we have those two. We are going to move on to general ledger. Permissions here, we are going to set journal entries as list and view. We are going to set accounts as list and view. And account groups, list and view. And journals as list and view. Okay, under accounts payable, we're going to click permissions, and we are going to set manual payment to list and view. We're going to set vendors to list and view, bills, adjustments will be list and view, and then posted payments are list and view. So we'll click Save here, and that was for accounts payable. Under accounts receivable, we need to go into permissions. We want list and view access for customers. for invoices, adjustments, deposits, and posted payments. And we'll click Save. And then for inventory control, we need vendors, list and view. So we're going to save, and then we will save the role itself. Now we're going to go to company admin web services users again. We are going to click edit next to our web services user. So here mine is called Kintsugi Demo. We're going to go in here and we are going to assign it our newly created Kintsugi user rule. So I'll click save here. Once again, I have to enter my password to verify that I have access to change permissions. Now that we have our web services user set up, we are going to go back into company. We are going to go setup and click on company. This is where you'll go to get the company ID later. But for right now, we want to go security, edit, and then scroll down to the web services authorization section. So here you are going to enter the Kintsugi sender ID. So we are going to say add, and it's Kintsugi MPP. The MPP are in capital letters. You want it active and click save. And as I mentioned before, if you go back to company, we can get the company ID that we will need for the setup. We are going to copy this ID and paste it into Sage Intacct. We're going to enter the new web services user that we created, and then you need a password for that web services user. If you haven't already, you can go back in under admin, company admin, web services users, and you can go into the new user that you created and you can send a password reset email, which will give you that new password. So I am going to enter my new password here. Now that we have all of our information, we're going to click save, and then we are going to click authorize. Now this will start the initial import where Kintsugi pulls in all of the information from your Sage account so that it can accurately calculate your sales tax and let you know where you may have exposure around the world. All right, as you can see, our initial import is complete. So if we go over and take a look, we can see our items, and you'll see that they are partially approved. The Kintsugi Intelligence, the AI engine behind Kintsugi, has gone through and looked at all of the products coming in to determine what category they belong in. How you categorize your product is incredibly important. And so you can come in here, you could bulk approve, individually approve, make adjustments as you need. You'll also notice on the dashboard that it's flagged as a pending activity. If there are addresses that are missing or invalid, those are very important to accurately calculate sales tax as well. So those will be listed here in that case. You can see that our customers came in and our invoices came in under transactions. So we have everything in place to better understand our exposure. As you can see, we're exposed in California. And Kintsugi will continue to import your invoices and your products and your customers on a regular basis so that it can continue monitoring for exposure for you. And then when you're ready, Kintsugi can help with the registration, filing, and remittance. Thank you.